Okay, welcome back to Theme Journals. I am April, and the beads that we made yesterday together are dry now. So let's take a little peek at them. And oh, I'm telling you, I'm loving this Wet n Wild sparkle nail polish. Okay, so here we go. Let me see if I can bring them up close to you so you can really get a good look at them. So see how pretty they are? Oh, I'm just so impressed with these. And that's how I'm going to do them for a minute. I wanted to experiment. I got out I couldn't resist. I got out the gilding wax and did the center of that one. And then on these, I just did a little gilding on the ends. See that? Yeah. So very pretty. And, you know, see how it sparkles? Oh, sorry. See how it sparkles in the light? I don't know if you can see that. But it's way prettier in reality than you can see through the camera. Okay, so tonight I'm going to show you a different style of bead. Now, these beads I love to make. I'll make more of these tube beads off camera. I got done all of my envelopes, so they're sitting on the side now, all dried up, dried and ready to go into the journals. So now what I'm going to do is, hang on, I tried to organize sorta before I started, but yeah. Keyword here is sorta. All right, so what I'm trying to make room for is this thing, so you can see what I'm doing. Now, this time what we need to do is align these sort of like in between. Oh, there goes my dog barking. Sorry about that. So sort of in between that one, and I'll use that for the single lines that I showed you last night for the small ones. But this time I want to cut in between, sort of like that. All right. Now we're gonna, it's just gonna be easier for me to cut it like this instead of trying to do it on the machine or this cutting board. All right. I know, before you ask, I understand that this is upside down, but this is a scorer. I have a cutting knife on here and then a scorer. And for me, because I use both of my hands, I cut right-handed, but I stick stuff under here left-handed. So it's really weird. Okay, so just put that aside real quick, and then you decide what side you want to use. And then fold it to the side that you want to use, and fold it in half like so. There we go. Okay, and then get out your thing again, and this time you're going to want to put your tip down here like so, and sort of align the piece of paper along that stretch of, so, okay, it's sort of at a diagonal, okay? But this part is not on the line. It's only as you get down towards the bottom is it closer to the line. So what I'm going to do is start at the bottom and then go up this way. That's the idea anyway. We'll see if it actually works. I haven't done any of these like this since Christmas, so like I said, I don't know if this is actually going to work. All right, let's see if that worked. Now, I save these, and I also make beads from the center. All right, that's at a triangle. So I'll show you both ways to use up your paper. I don't like wasting any paper. Okay, so that's what it should look like. You should have a little togetherness at the bottom, and then this V is cut out from here. All right. So how do we use the little V? All right. So, before you start, make sure you have your, not your good glue, but not your kids glue that you're trying to use up either. Undone and ready to glue. So let's see here. I want to show you how to do these. Now the idea is to have that little tip in the very center of this once I get done rolling it. That's the idea. So let's see how I do. And as you go up, because it's getting smaller and smaller, you'll have layers that you can see as you roll up the triangle. All right, so that is towards the end, and you just put glue on it like so. And then you continue rolling. And there we have it. See how pretty that is? Completely different style of bead than the ones that we did last night, because it's not a tube. And this one is now this is my favorite bead, and it's a double barrel. So what you do is roll it again, crease it around the skewer, and then roll together until you get to the top of that V. All right, this will take practice. Don't get mad at yourself, and remember, this is only paper. To quote Pam at the Paper Outpost, this is only paper. Practice. You can throw away as many as you need to before you do it. I mean, I'll show you the I could get out the Christmas beads maybe and show you. Some of them look great, and other ones, they're my first ones, and you sort of hide the ones with decorations. Just like you would do a piece of paper that sort of got messed up. So, I still got a crooked skewer, man. All right, let me try this again. Maybe this isn't so crooked. Basically, I don't know how they became so crooked, but anyway. So you let one go if you've got it tight enough. These are not tight enough, so we try again. All right, now let's try this. And you just leave the other one flopping. You do one side and then you do the other. And you know, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but these are my favorite beads. I absolutely adore these beads. And when you get to the end, you just glue it again, like so. All right. And then you go and do the second one. You start at the base, and then you just use your thumb to roll your paper. The idea on these is that you want to have that middle in a hollow. All right. I'll show you what you can do if you sort of screw it up. Yeah, I've got all sorts of tricks to fix screw-ups. All right. Sometimes you just need more glue. That's all right. All right, that's just, and if you have to, glue it down from the outside too. All right, so that's a double bead. That's what Jenny Belly called it anyway. And if you want it longer and one side's all screwed up, you just pull it out like so. And if that doesn't work and this breaks in the center, that's okay. You'll just have two beads that look like crayons. That's all. So see, if that ends up looking like that, just push it down like so. All right. Now, usually what I do before I, you know, decorate anything is I do lots of these. I mean, lots of beads. But because I'm making a video, I'm taking time to do each one so that y'all can enjoy it and see it. And there's our messed up paper. So what I'm going to do is take that fairly close. I'm going to have to cut off some notes. Oh, well. All right. So see that paper? What we want to do now is to cut off the ends again. Cut off the ends. Now you could also make a tube out of this one, and because of the end is like this, I'm actually going to make this one into a tube. It'll be a longer tube than, you know, like this one. Well, it'll be similar to that one. Yeah, okay. So if you want these showing up, you have to roll the opposite. This has to be up or down, and the interior up. So what I consider is this is the inside, this is the outside. So you want these beautiful marks to be on the outside. Sometimes it takes a minute to start the bead. All right. Let's move those over there. Let's get some glue. Okay, then to straighten it up, you sort of just, if this side doesn't want to straighten up to be flat, then you sort of shove it through so both sides have a little bit of, and if you don't like that, then you can do what I did the other night and just cut off the ends. That's what I usually do when the ends start irritating me. But this isn't too bad. All right. So there you go. All right, so let's go back and look at the one we just got done doing, the double one. Now you'll know if you cut straight or not. And if you didn't, this paper will not want to go right. So if it doesn't want to go right, you just cut along to make it do what you want. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep these off of my desk because I've got so much stuff on my desk as it is. Okay, so after you got it folded like so, let me show you this again, because it takes a little while to get the hang of it. All right. So basically you hide one end that won't get cut, and that's how long the, that's how much at the end you have to connect the beads. So about like that. Yep, see, that was too little. But, you know, again, you have the little centerpiece, and that's a little bit longer, but we can work with it. All right. So you roll. Now you can actually make these triangle ones on purpose, and I'll show you that one next. This could work better if I was using a stiffer cardstock instead of just paper. I mean, cardstock is paper, but cardstock is also thicker. All right. So again, if you unravel it, that's okay. To get it tight again, just re-roll it. Be patient. It looks easy once, you know, like me, this is not the first time I've done this. And eventually you'll make it look this easy too. All right, hang on. Ouch. Oh, yeah, I got a splinter underneath my skin. Oh, isn't that fun? So this is the one we just made. Now, see how that's a little off right there? That's when it irritates me. So I just take a little snip, boing, gone. I don't mess, you know, if I don't roll it perfectly, it doesn't upset me. Now, this sliver underneath my skin is upsetting me though. Let's see. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, skewers sorta, they're not a smooth thing. They're not smooth at all. And sometimes the pieces come off and they're vicious. All right, I got it. All right. Ouch. So anyway, just be careful with your skewers, or you're going to end up with slivers in your fingers like I just did. All right, now let's try this again. So since this end doesn't really want to cooperate, I'm going to switch down to this end and see if it works any better. It should. All right. Now this one will be a little thicker than this one in the center. Because this is longer, but that's all right. And you want to sort of train the paper to go around and curl like that around your skewer. Now, I must admit that this would be way faster if I had a little hand tool. Because what the hand tools have is a little slot in them that you can just put the paper. And you roll, 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 and roll some more until you get to the end. So this one you want to keep even with this side. That's the idea. I sort of missed that on the first one because I was getting irritated with how that other bead was rolling. All right. I forgot to mention that, so I'm glad I did another one with you guys. All right. Then you flip over to here, and you want to keep it even here. All right. All right. That wants to come back out, so, and this one wants to come up, so you put more glue. You stomp it down again until it wants to stay where you put it. All right. All right, here we go. And put a little bit more glue at the end and the tip. And there we go. So these are the two. You can see the different styles that we did. One, because I got the cut closer to the bottom, the center portion is more distinct than this one. So let's see if we can't push these out like that. Okay. So that's the difference between the two. And then this one, because it was fatter at the bottom, was a bit longer. All right. Hope that makes sense. Like I said, you can always Google paper beads, and there's so many people out there doing them. I just do my paper beads to match the theme of my journal, and then I go and do other projects after that. After I get the beads, oh, I'm so sorry. After I get the beads done, then I go on to my next project, because, like, for example, the Mother's Day needs okay, so to get those beads all right, let me just do this so you can sort of see. To get these types of beads, this bead will look different than the next bead, but you want a diagonal cut here. And then what you do is you move that one over and align that tip up there, and then you have a bottom down here, and then you have a triangle. Now see, this is not quite a triangle, but that's okay. And if you missed a little bit, you can just, oh, there we go. And then you do it again. This time making the triangle a little bit more pronounced up at the top. All right, here we go. See? That's the shape you're looking for, and then this one will get 2 out of this one. There. Oops. All right, so now we got these triangles. The only one that'll look different is this one. So I'll do that one first. Okay, you get your skewer. Now, this, since it's boring at the top, this is what you can do. Hang on. I knew I had some. Ugh. Ugh. All right. You don't need a lot of this washi tape. And I should have done this before anyway. Get out your good glue and you do this to your washi tape. You know, put the glue on your washi tape like we in the thumb technique. All right. Nope, 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 nope. We want this to cover the tip as well. All right, there we go. Now you peel all this up, and then what you do is cut it like so. And let's just take this off. And cut it like so. Now, remember that this we want on the, that's the upside, this is the downside. So we'll roll it to see if we like where the washi tape is at the tip. Because you don't need a lot of washi tape because you don't want the washi tape to be hidden because it's so pretty. You just want to see it at the tip. So that last strip is very pretty. And what we're going to do, since I like it, is we're going to put some glue on it and re-roll it. And there's the washi tape. And there's the tip in the center. All right. So the next plain one we get, we can use the washi tape for this washi tape for that. So we'll save that. Now these are the easiest to do if you can get these cut at exactly a triangle. And they will be no wider than how many inches are at the base. So if you wanted a wider base, then you would keep on cutting until you had like maybe 1.5 inches or 1/2 inch, or this is probably like 1/4 inch measurement at the base. How wide the base is how wide the bead's going to be. And you want different lengths of beads. All right. When you get about here, this is where you want to put it down firmly, hold it firmly, give it a good thing of glue. And yeah, your hands will get gluey doing this. And if you use white glue and wet white glue instead, your fingers will even get gluier. But there you go. All right. So that's another bead. So we've got the double bead, we've got the small single beads, we've got the tube bead, and we've got these, I don't know what these are called, but these are more like a spiral. They look like little footballs to me. Of course, that's if you play American football. So we got another plain one here. All right. So let's take our good glue. And you know my good glue is Scotch Crate glue stick, permanent glue stick. And Oops. Let's see. I think you can see that. I guess I'll find out when I do the next. All right, that one. All right. Again, you want to cover the tip. Ah, I covered the tip. Yay. And then you just cut this off again. Don't cut your paper. And yes, the washi tape tips turn into little triangles after a while too. Now you could ink the plain, you could ink this since it's a plain piece of paper. I can show you that on the next plain piece. I have 2 piano pieces after 2 music scores on the next 2 triangles, but I can show you on the and you can basically make any shape of bead that you want. The longer, if you put two or three, now some people, what they do is they start out with a core of plain paper, and then they glue another strip to the plain paper as they go along, and they can get like round beads. I haven't mastered that technique, so but I'm liking that washi tape in the center like that. That's really cool. First time I've done that too. So, learning new stuff today. Learning new stuff. And again, you decorate them exactly the way you want them. I'm going to follow the style I did on here. After I get these 2 beads done, then we'll decorate them. And I'll let you rewind this video until you're comfortable enough to do it yourself. And this just takes practice and a lot of patience. I find this very satisfying. You can use this technique with any type of paper, any type of fabric. All right, this one decided it wanted to be a that's also a style that sometimes they come out as. And I'm okay with that too. It looks like a cone, and it looks really cool. So you can get cone ones too. All right, let's see if we can do a little better at this one. Usually the cone ones it happens when you have one edge is flat and the other one is at a diagonal. So that was the one I meant to show you first, because that's the different one. And I got my first cut mixed up with the other cuts of paper. Anyway. Oh, did you see that? All right, when that happens, you just sort of keep on keeping on, and you just re-roll it. It'll be easier doing it the second time because the paper's already curled and it wants to go back into the shape you originally curled it in. So, and this time the glue will be wet and sticky at the end, and you can keep on rolling. You don't have to stop to put the glue down, because that's what messed it up in the first place. So we got a nice little, what I think is a football. I think it's a little football. All right, so there that is. So put the lids back on your glues. All right, and then get out some of your ink, because I'm doing inks at the ends this time. I really like that effect with that glitter, with this nail polish, glitter nail polish. I've really got to try to find some glitter, gold glitter and clear nail polish. But when I bought this one, I could not find it anywhere. Now, usually what I do is I'll do 2 or 3 different colors of the same color on all of them, and then okay, the next one I'll do 3 of these in a different color, blah, blah, blah. And then if I see too much pink, then I won't do pink for a while, and I'll go do purple for a while, etc. So, see how pretty that is? All right. So on these little ones, you can just rub them, going around in a circle like so. Now, I want to show you one more thing about these beads. And I just remembered I saw someone demonstrating this particular thing. So, you know, these are the centers that come out of here. There's two things you can do them. You can do them like that. You can make them, you could do the plain ones like this with the little washi in the middle. Sometimes you can make them, you know, into a little cone like so. And you can just brush, brush. And turn it all pink. Or you could leave it plain like this. It's up to you. So I'm going to have a little bit of both. And again, you want to get your skewer. Put it back on your skewer, like so. Now see that flap's coming up, so you want to get back out your Yoo-hoo or whatever, your second best, and just sort of shove it under there like so, and you know, run your fingers across it like this. Now we need that to dry again. It won't take very long. It's really super dry in New Mexico. It's supposed to snow again tonight, so we'll see about that. Okay, let's do this one then. Oh, I wanted to show you one more thing about this. Okay, I'm just in case you didn't see, yes, the one that is going to premiere tomorrow morning. And this is already Thursday, because this is going to be Thursdays and today's Valentine's Day. So if you don't see the one in between, I wanted to just demonstrate how you can seal your charms. And I'm really falling in love with this sparkly nail polish. Oh, I'm loving it. So it doesn't have to be silver. It could be gold. It could be any color that you want to make them. All right. Now. All right. All right. Now this is sort of crooked already. Sorry. So we want to square it up just a little bit, because you don't want it that crooked for this particular thing I'm doing. Well, sometimes you can't do a thin strip on your larger cutter. And so if you have a really steady hand and a really good eye, you can square it up doing it like that. Just take a sliver off, because this is not made to make slivers. It's made to make bold cuts. All right, so before we get that back out, we're going to fold this in half. My neighbor smokes weed and it's stinking up my house tonight. Not that I care that he smokes, but I care that I can smell it in my house. Ugh. All right. Okay. That's good enough. Now, maybe not. See, it's crooked at this end. So, you really don't want a crooked piece of paper for this particular. You want it squared up. All right. Just a sliver off. That's all we needed. Okay. Then you will keep a portion of this hidden underneath the cutter so it doesn't get cut off. All right, now that's the scorer, April. All right. Now, we're not going to roll this like we right away like we've been rolling the other ones, but hang on. I need to get this down here. All right, let me do another one. Hang on. Now you can keep this and put washi tape on the end and make it pretty. Oops, I'm so sorry. I'm going to put that thing up because I don't want to bump your viewfinder again. Oh, what a disaster I am. All right. Oh, I need it one more time. Now I like these bold notes, so I want that on the outside, as you know, much as possible. That's why I chose this particular music book to purchase for this, because I like the bold bars. This is for violin, if you were wondering. Bandit, quit digging to China. I don't know, he's out digging in his thing. All right. All right, we want it down here, and we want it, thank you, April. You want it, oh, that's how, all right. All right, that should do. All right, hang on. All right, that's closer to what I want. All right. Make sure I don't bump you guys again. All right, so save this. We're going to be using it at the last thing we do, okay? All right. So you get your skewer again. And the initial part is exactly the same. It's just the ending part that I remembered seeing someone else do it a slightly different way than I do it with this centerpiece. And I like the effect, so I'm going to try it. And if I don't like the effect now, then I don't have to do it again. Now this particular music paper is very old, and so it's splitting in the middle, and I'm having a difficult time with it. I may have to tape the end with a little bit. Why am I fussing? I have washi tape right here. All right. All right. See? Busted right there. Now you won't be able to see this little piece of washi tape, so you can just put it on one side like so, and then just wrap it around the other side so that the actual tear is covered from both sides. Cap your glue. All right. All right. Now we're smoking. All right, again, you just do one side, and again, it ripped. That's all right. Sometimes it does do that. All right, now, Bandit, stop it. Bandit, you're driving me crazy with that digging. Knock it off. I don't know why you're digging in there. He's hidden something somewhere in his crate. I've got to go see what he's hidden in there and why he's digging the china on it. Okay. And now it's all crooked. All right. Try it again. You don't have to be digging in your bed. He likes to hide things, and I think he's hidden something underneath somewhere, and that or else he's trying to tear apart his bed. I told him if he does that, then he doesn't get a new bed for his crate. He can just sleep in there with his blankie. Because he is such a destructive little terror. Okay, see that little valley in between? It's not a big one. Now let's see, where is that one? Okay, maybe I should demonstrate on this one because that's more distinct than this. All right, so let's do it that way. So instead of rolling a separate sheet for this, maybe I can only do it for this because this actually fits the center. All right. Now, instead of having an inverted instead of having this, putting this on the outside will make it, I don't know if it'll make it do anything. The lady who I saw do this centerpiece became very distinct and very much bigger than the either side. I don't like that. All right. So we're not going to do that. I have to see if I can find out where I saw someone do that particular bead and see if I can't figure it out by watching them again. So we'll just make another super small little bead, and I'm good with that. So easiest one to learn is the tube. All right. Then the second one, easiest one, is to do the triangle. Now, this is what happens when the cone happens when you have an offcut that one side's straight and the other is at a diagonal. This is the second easiest one to do. This one, that one. And these are the hardest ones to learn. So practice makes better, and you'll get it. Really, you will. And let's see. I think I'm going to do jet black next. Okay. So I'm just going to do black around the edge here. Go to this side, do the same. I think I'm going to leave these. I don't like this one. All right, since this is jet black and I really don't want jet black fingers, you just roll it around like this until you get, you know, that. Now this one sort of falls under the same category as the other one. So there you have it. You got some plain ones, you've got some decorative ones in the middle, another plain one, some pink ones. Yeah. And that is how you do beads. Using a triangle cut piece of paper instead of a rectangle. And it's quite easy to do, quite frankly. I've got one more to do, or two more to do. And you just keep on doing this until you get, you know, 20 or 30 beads made using this paper. Right. And be very careful, your skewers, they will try to bite you. And see how that is uneven? I just take that and go. Oh, look at that. Now it's even. I planned it that way. So here's the other one that sort of didn't turn out right. Well, in my mind anyway, because this is too long. So we'll see how it turns out once I roll it. Hang on. Now, if you're good at rolling joints, this should, you know, be quite easy for you to do. I'm terrible at rolling joints. I'm better at this. All right, let's get some glue. So I will be making paper beads off screen probably between now and the time I assemble the journals, because this is, you know, it's time consuming. It really, really is. And it's fun, but time consuming. So, yeah. Now this is more like the one I was trying to do when I got that. All right. So there you go. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed the themed spine jewelry charm making session we've had yesterday and today. Practice your beads if you've never done it, and when you get done, you'll have a whole heaping lot of them like I do, decorated, you know, with glitter and different colors of ink on them, and they'll be beautiful. And tomorrow's video, what I'll do is I will show you how to do embossing, how you emboss these certain ones. So like these, I think I'm going to do a few more like this. I'll emboss these. I'll emboss those, this. These will be the ones I'll probably emboss for tomorrow. All the ones I did tonight. All right. So these will be for tomorrow, and I'll show you how to do the embossing. What you have to do, what you have to get is the embossing pad. And then clear, this is clear. You can get different color embossing pads. So this is an ink pad. It's really super juicy. And then you also have to get this. Oh, looky what I forgot I had. Okay, I'll show you in just a second. You have to get ultra thick embossing powder, also clear. All right. So these are the two things we're going to be using tomorrow night for our beads. But looky what I found, gold glitter glue. Well, before I was going to let you guys go, but since I found this, oh boy. Oh, I don't know why I'm trying to take it off. I'm an idiot. Okay. So we'll just do a gold one real quick. Now this will really make your fingers gluey, but I think it'll be beautiful when it's done. So let's see what it looks like. All right. All right. So you get it on the thing like that, and then let's use our finger tool to see how this works out. I'll show you what this looks like tomorrow after it dries, because what it looks like now is not necessarily what it's going to look like when it's completely done drying. All right, let's see. And don't be afraid to use a lot of it. Oh, I think I'm going to like this. All right. Well, remember I said I couldn't find any nail polish? I forgot I found glue. All right. So, Elmer's Classic Glitter Glue, gold. So let's see how that does tomorrow night after it dries, and see if it is as lovely as the silver nail polish. I don't know. We shall see. And make sure you cap your glue. All right, folks, there you have it. Oh boy, what a night. You all have a lovely evening, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Oh yes, remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future updates if you find value here. I would really appreciate it, because by doing that, you help me grow my channel and get my information out there on themed journals. So, okay, now it's good night. Happy Valentine's Day.